What's going on, guys? This week I've been driving the all-new 5th generation 2019 Toyota RAV4, and this is the adventure package, so let's go have an adventure. Alright, so we'll get back to that road in just a second, but this is the 5th generation. The RAV4 has been around for 22 years now, and this is the biggest and most capable sport utility vehicle that the RAV4 has ever been. And that's because their main focus when developing this was sportiness and technology. Now, this is bigger than the previous generation RAV4s, and even though it created that small CUV segment, there's even more smaller CUVs out on the market today, including the Toyota CHR. Alright, so let's talk trim levels really quickly. You can get the RAV4 in an LE, which bases at $25,500, an XLE, an XLE Premium, the Adventure, which is what we have, and this thing bases at $32,900, or the Limited trim, which is the top of the line trim. Alright, and so let's talk about the all-new exterior design. So the design has a bunch of geometric shapes, including right here in the grille, the wheel arches, and throughout the design. Now, while designing the new RAV4, designers at Toyota said that adventure was their key concept and that they took a lot of inspiration from the Toyota trucks. I can definitely see that, but I also see a lot of influence from the newer Highlander and 4Runners, which I'm all good with. And this split bar front grille is unique to the adventure package. You also get these active grille shutters that can open and close and help with fuel economy. Up front, you get multi-LED headlights with chrome bezels and integrated fog lights. And in the back, taillights also LED and a cool design. And with the adventure package, all of your badging, including the RAV4 badge and the adventure badge, are blacked out. The base RAV4 comes with 17-inch wheels. These are 19-inch wheels and special for the adventure package. Ground clearance with the adventure package is 8.6 inches, which is a pretty good step up from the previous generation. Also unique to the adventure package are these adventure grade roof rails. The exterior color on this one is pretty unique and pretty cool. It's kind of a greenish, grayish color. It's called Lunar Rock, and I really like it for this thing. Alright, under the hood is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine pushing 203 horsepower and 184 foot-pounds of torque. This is matched up to an 8-speed electronically controlled automatic transmission. This is the same setup in all trim levels. There's not a hybrid option yet, but there will be one. The base RAV4 can tow 1,500 pounds, and this one, the adventure package, can tow 3,500 pounds. Alright, and with that, let's jump into the interior, take it for a drive, and we'll wrap this review up. Alright, so the interior is pretty unique too, and I quite like it, especially this adventure package. You get a lot of orange accents, like the stitching and some other accents, including this little passenger tray shelf that's integrated right here above the glove box. You do get USBs up front, but in the back you get a full accessory power outlet. As far as technology goes, you get Entune 3.0, which is so much better than the previous generation Entune. In this vehicle, you get that Entune system running on an 8-inch touchscreen monitor. We have an 800-watt JBL sound system with 11 speakers. You do get Apple CarPlay in here. I don't have an Android, but looking through the website and everything, it doesn't show Android Auto. So you get Apple CarPlay, but not Android Auto as far as I know. You do get a backup camera, but it's not the bird's eye 360 view around the vehicle. This is small enough that you're not going to have any problems parking it, but for an adventure package, I think that 360 camera system would be really helpful. Now, I already mentioned the USB ports, but there are 5 of them throughout the cabin. You do get a digital rearview mirror where you can flip this back and you get the view from the rear facing camera instead of the mirror itself. This is great if you've got the back packed full of stuff and you can't really see from your rearview mirror. And just like every other Toyota, you're getting Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 in this thing, and that all includes roadside assist, which can read road signs like speed limit signs, stop signs, and yield signs and display them on the multi-information display. You also get lane tracing assist. You get a pro collision system with pedestrian detection, full speed range dynamic radar cruise control, lane departure alert with steering assist, and automatic high beams. While not made for large families, the back seats in these things are just fine. This is my driver's position. I got plenty of room for my legs, got plenty of room for my head, and these are still good materials and comfortable to sit in back here. So as far as driving goes, this thing drives really nice, much better than the previous gen RAV4. And like I mentioned before, a couple of years ago, we drove the first Adventure Package RAV4, which was still the last generation. But it was nice. We did that. We did some off-roading with that thing, and it was nice. But this thing handles really great on-road, does really well off-road. All in all, it's a pretty solid package and a good step up from the last generation. You can get 3 different drive modes. Those include Sport, which gives you sharper acceleration, Eco, which makes everything more economical and gives you better fuel economy, or Normal, which is kind of a compromise between the two. Now the ride is made smoother thanks to a new multi-link rear suspension, but also the longer and wider stance helps this to feel more refined. So obviously the Adventure Package does have an all-wheel drive system. Toyota calls this dynamic torque vectoring all-wheel drive. And basically what that means is it can send power from the front to the rear to help keep grip. The all-wheel drive system can also completely disconnect the rear drive line to help with fuel economy. If you are taking this off-road, you do get a multi-terrain select dial, and this lets you choose between mud and sand, rock and dirt, and snow. The Adventure Package also comes with a downhill assist controller, which can help manage your brakes as you're descending down a steep decline. Fuel economy with the all-wheel drive system is 25 miles per gallon city, 33 miles per gallon highway, and combined 28 miles per gallon. Without the all-wheel drive system, you're looking at 26 city and 35 highway. Now this doesn't have a hybrid option yet, but it is coming. And for our week with the vehicle, we've been averaging just at 24 miles per gallon. All right, so let's talk about comparison. Now, like I said in the beginning, this thing has been around for 22 years. It basically created the market on crossover vehicles, but there is a ton of competition out there now. One of the big competitors is the Honda CR-V, which is a great little commuter car. Nothing too fancy, but it's a great vehicle for the value. You could be looking at the Subaru Forester, which is a kind of quirky vehicle and has a little bit more all-wheel drive cred than the RAV4 does. If you're talking purely looks, the Mazda CX-5 is also a great choice in this segment. And of course, if you're serious about off-roading, you might consider the Jeep Cherokee instead of the Adventure Package in this. There's also a ton of other vehicles that compete with this from Hyundai and Kia and Ford. But I will have to say that this new RAV4 is actually one of my favorite in this segment now. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And as always, thanks for watching.